Chico Rest. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
I am the worst producer of all time. I'm pushing different buttons, not fading out. That's just the kind of night it has been. Welcome back to Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of Sirius XM Liquid Metal. It's a happy Devils Tuesday. The damn it
is?
Unhappy Devils recap. I'm making up stuff because I was told I have to be more positive. I have to be more positive. No paper bags, no bucket on heads. You know, I was debating.
Just the double audio tonight. That's all.
And I see you on the monitor just shaking your head, and I'm thinking to myself, why is he shaking his head? Everything is just fine. No, it's not. Oh, whoa. It's just that type of night. Hey, you know what? Akira Schmid did better than I did 14 seconds in, because the first second in, I was already screwing up this podcast. We're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Scotty, I almost thought that you weren't going to make it to Devils After Dark. I was just a little worried. Like, were you mad? Did you not like what you saw? Did you fall asleep?
Oh. Well, I never like what I saw when I turn on the TV and see some other team playing on the ice. I don't know who this team is. They keep showing up in these ugly jerseys. I can't tell who it is. So usually I just
the Black Devils.
Usually I just say, I turn it off, and then I put on the radio call where I know I'm actually listening to the team. And they performed the way we've been coming to expect year in and year out now. We talked about it. I don't know. I think we had a pretty good idea they were going to get pulverized by the Stars, and they surely did tonight. Mackenzie Blackwood on the injured reserve. Akira Schmid called up. Oof. Little rough. I know not every goal was his fault. I heard Chico talking about it on the broadcast, but let's face it. Goaltending's been rough all around, except for hey, John Gillies coming in there. You know, he only let up one, so I'll take that. Right?
In 15 seconds instead of 14, he could start the period. One extra second, man. Every second counts.
One extra second, man. Okay, that was 15 seconds, brah. Not 14 like in the first, man. Oh, boy, it was do we even have to talk about this? I mean, Pavelski, 14 seconds in, his 18th. Wow, what a nice number for a goal scorer to have. Look at it, he's getting his 18th and 19th, although I will say our good friend and buddy, the only one that gives us hope this year on this team, Jesper Bratt, I feel like. At least he came through a little later on in the game, but the Devils got smoked. Has anyone heard about Mikey McLeod? Because I didn't see the fight, but I heard he took a good one in the face. So we gotta hope Mikey McLeod is okay. I know Chico was remarking on it. He wasn't on I don't think he played in the third period. I don't think he came back from the intermission. I know Nico took a puck to the face as well, but then he returned to the game. You know, and I heard Nico puck to face. I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? Are you friggin' kidding me? But he came back. Thank you, Captain. We know he's a tough man. There's got to be a lot to keep Nico Hischier out. We all saw the crazy block shot, and then still doing the walk-off interview. That's what a C right there. That's what it's made of right there. Taking a 100-mile-an-hour puck to the ankle, then still being able to do the walk-off interview afterwards. You know, that's a leader. That's Nico. So luckily he came back, but Mikey McLeod did not. So we're going to hope he's okay. I didn't see the fight. So anyone, say hi on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. Tell us what you saw. I gotta find some highlights of that. Jesper Bratt did one. Hey, we're gonna find the silver lining here, Sam Wu. Power play goal. Hey, it's been quite a good thing for us lately. You know,
thank goodness for the power play. Otherwise, we would have gotten out.
I don't know what else would have happened otherwise, but I mean, I gotta say, Coach Recchi has really turned the power play around, which was abysmal for such a long time, giving up so many shorthanded chances. It is really a strength of this team now. I'm going to, you know what, and I know we don't like to dive into some analytics, but I think I might just look at a couple of those power play statistics for the Devils in like the last, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 games. I'm going to do some research after hashtag Devils After Dark, which by the way,
Scotty,
I know. All right, stats. All right. I want to be fancy, Sam Wu. Why you got to ruin my fancy? All right. Come on. But by the way, yeah, welcome to Devils After Dark.
Simple.
Keep it simple. That's right. Don't forget to hashtag us, hashtag Devils After Dark, at Let's Go Devils Podcast on all of your socials, Twitter, IG, Facebook. Hit us up there. If you're going to the game, Taj Lounge 973. Sorry you had to go through this one. But yeah, Jesper Bratt, he got his 14th. Jack Hughes got an assist. That's his 14th. Severson as well. So the power play has actually, if we want to talk about something that is a positive, the power play has been deadly lately. In the tops, I know I don't know the exact numbers, but I thought Bryce said in whatever game span he was saying, it was ranked about like 8th in the league, operating at a really, really high percentage. So the turnaround there has been remarkable, but what about everywhere else? And by the way, let me go check. All right, let me go back here because then, who got the last goal? Yeah, that was an empty netter, so don't even worry about that. Shots on goal. I mean, that was at 37 shots, but 9, 12, 16, stars 7, 15, 10, 13 giveaways. There you go. 13 giveaways for the Devils. 21 hits to 19, so a little even there. They didn't give up the power play goal. Face-offs, they got beat 56% to 43. Not having Mikey McLeod will do that in that third period there, where we really struggle on the face-offs. Besides Nico and Mikey really tops in that. But I just want to take a quick look. Devils are now 15, 21, and 5 on the season. A negative 27 goal differential. Wow. Is that on the offense or is that on, goaltending and defense? That's something that we got to start really, really thinking about. And we've all said it. I knew playoffs were never going to be an opportunity for this team because they're just too young. They're too inconsistent. I know we have high hopes and everything like that. We want to keep that in mind. Maybe they can sneak in there. We're always talking about just get them to 500. Maintain that 500. Maybe get a game or two above 500 to finish the season. 6 games under now, Sam Wu.
Well, those are part of the problem.
Those are not easy things to make up. They're not easy things to make up. If this team, I just want to say this real quick, Samu. If this team does not finish about 500, I don't think I can't find a way for us to say that this season was a success. Again, I think this. Am I wrong in that? Am I being too harsh?
Scotty, we had this conversation last season where you had to talk me off the ledge. And, I try to stay positive. I try to drink the Kool-Aid for a while there. I see some good things, but
I see some good things. We're talking about the power play. Jesper Bratt.
Defense, but that defense, there are too many holes in the no-fun zone, in the slot area. Mm-hmm. You can't have players like Pavelski go unscathed. You need to back check, stick check, hip check if you need to. Do anything to disrupt the flow, because they're just, when you were doing the recap and I had my head down, I was sleeping or reading something.
I thought that's what you did when I was talking.
No, I was watching all 4 goals that were scored against us, and I was running the replay. Unfortunately, I have to go through that 16-second ad for each goal, right? So you're on NHL.com app.
I
Yeah.
love that on the
It's
NHL app. Yeah.
yeah. So as I'm going through it, every goal could have been prevented by a
Mm-hmm.
simple back check or just knowing where your assignment are. They playing zone or are they playing man to man? Because if they're playing man to man, cut the entire team. They stink. But it's just amazing just how these guys like
You
Pavelski
stink.
and all them, they're good players. They're great players actually, but they made it too easy for them. It seemed like they were 2 steps behind, and they were wide open in an area which I told you that you're not supposed to have any fun in there. And
Mm-hmm.
they're not. They're just. It's almost like they're watching in awe versus putting a body on them or just doing anything to disrupt the flow. They're getting pucks through so easily. And I wouldn't fault Schmid or Gillies on any of them. I mean, it would have been nice if they made a spectacular save, but again, it comes back to the fundamentals with this team. It's simply not there. It's simply not there. This is some textbook, not textbook. This is like stuff that's taught at 8 years old what to do, and they're just simply sitting around watching them, and they look confused out there defensively. Their power play much better. Okay, the penalty kill
Mm-hmm.
much better, but 5-on-5, they look outmatched, and really they can't play defense. And you and I were talking about this before we came on. It's time to bench some of these players, but I don't think there's enough horses to, out there right now during the uncertain time to, fill in the gaps. Like Zaka needs to get going. Janssen is now back to, square one. And,
Mm-hmm.
Bratt's the only one producing. I would say Hughes as well, but Hughes is still young in his development. But forget about that. That defense, like I hate to say it, I think Ryan Graves had another bad game again. And it's they're not playing like a team back there. And even if a defenseman makes a mistake, it's there's no help coming from the other from the other pairings. But I mean, PK had to bail himself out on that one
Mm-hmm.
play
Mm-hmm.
where he had to stretch out and knock the puck away. But again, it all goes back to fundamentals. It all goes back to just playing hockey. And I don't know if we should start pointing fingers at the coaches again. Are the players not listening to the coaches, or are the players just gallivanting, trying to play their own game, but not playing within the system? But nothing resembles a system right now.
Yeah, I don't. It's something has got to start happening. And what is our? Oh yeah, we're 5-11-2 on the road. We're about to go on the road for the next 3 or 4. That should be fun. Also, just something to point out. 2 people that we know, we've talked about the struggles. Ty Smith is -12 on the year. Pavel Zacha is a -14.
Whew. Ooh. Contract negotiations not going to go well for him.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, we don't want to hark on this, but this is what's going on out on the ice. This is it. It's tough. The boys aren't winning. It's not going well. We got big holes in goaltending. Our defense is busted up with Dougie Hamilton being down, and our offense isn't producing as much. It's not good. Sans Jesper Brett. Okay, Jesper, love you, buddy. Keep it up. You keep doing. You keep going. Everybody else, we kind of have to step it up a little bit. You know, Jack Hughes has a couple things. He's also a -9 on the year.
You know, I wonder if Tom Fitzgerald is confused himself. I want to know what he's thinking, you know, about this. Is it growing pains?
Fire sale. That's what I think he's thinking. I mean, Thomas Tatar. Who can we? I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking now. Is like, who can we trade? Who can we trade? Is it better just to start making trades for some of these older players and just calling Holtz up and being like, learn on the fly, just like Jack and Nico did? Is it better to do that? Trade someone like Tatar, see if you can get something from him?
Holtz is at 7 games right now. Do you really want to go above 10 games? I think if you listen to what Chico said earlier, it's a big difference spending one whole year in the AHL versus going half and half. I think Holtz is not the answer. I think, you know, I like the idea of bringing up Holtz so he can get some experience. But right now, you know what? Just looking at this team, it'll break his confidence. It'll break him down. I don't want Holtz near this team right now.
What's the difference at this point? I mean, like, come on.
I want to breed winners. I want to create winners in Utica right now. That's my focus right now, because this New Jersey Devils team, I like some of the players. I just don't like how they're playing. I think they're this is a broken franchise, folks. Broken franchise. As I was joking earlier today on the Woo Report, look, the Devils have a multi-year partnership deal with Jackpot, and if you, with a promo code, you get a free lottery ticket, either Mega Millions or Powerball. And my goodness, I hope one day one of us, particularly me, but one of us wins $1.5 billion and buy this team from David Blitzer and Joshua Harris, because things need to change. Like I'm at the point right now, Scotty. I said this last year. You talked me off the ledge, but I think we did talk about it, that in 2 years from now, that was from last year, so a season after, if the same crap's still happening, will you just blow it up completely? Except for 2 players that are under contract?
No, I mean, like, they gotta figure it out. I mean, this is something that Fitzy's gonna have to. There's the first thing is you got to get goaltending. You got to figure out what the heck is going on with goaltending. At this point, I would almost much rather, you know, trade for a solid starting goaltender, and, you know, just build on the way out and see how we go.
Do you think if you got Shesterkin, that, again, I'm just making a hypothetical, not that it will ever happen.
That's hypothetical.
Yeah, I mean, but do you think a great goalie like him could stop this nonsense? I'm not sure. I think he would get shellacked.
I don't even say, like, I'm saying someone even more, like, established who's ready. Like, I say go after, like, an elite goaltender and just lock him up. I don't know. This is just me thinking. I don't have a devised plan here, but that seems to be the biggest hole on this team, honestly.
Do you trust Tom Fitzgerald to sign a veteran goaltender at this point?
No, I don't. I really don't. It's like the curse of Brodeur. That's what's going on here. You know, we lived in such luxury for so long, and now it's all, you know, coming back to get us here. But no, honestly. You still have some defensive products. You still prospects. You still have 2 good things right there with Ryan Graves and Dougie Hamilton. Things going on right there with them. You can get them. You know, you have Nico. I still have confidence in Nico Hischier. I still see the drive and fire from him. I still think Jack is going to be good. I think Jesper Bratt has been the steal of the century. You know, drafting him in, what was it, the 4th or 5th? Was it 5th round?
6th.
It was the 6th? Are you sure? It was the 6th? I thought it was the 4th or the 5th. Was it the 6th round? Really?
Yeah, Bastian was 2nd and McLeod was 1st that year. I'm double checking.
And Dawson Mercer. Yeah, no, you might be right. I didn't think it was that far back. I mean, that's a steal. Dawson Mercer looks like he might be the real deal too. Everyone else on this team. And that's no offense to them, but that's just the way it is. So I don't know. What can we get for a PK Subban? What can we get for a Thomas Tatar? What trades can we make happen? Are they going to shake it up and trade one of these prospects? Do you have someone with a lot of hype, like an Alexander Holtz down there at Utica, up there, whatever, at Utica? Do you trade some of that hype? Do you trade on some of the hype of some of these prospects for something more established somewhere? You're gonna have to give up more than just just that. But I mean, is that a path you take to shake things up eventually?
I would go with the path of free agency when you got the cap space.
You're pretty good down the center. You need some wingers. You need some wingers that can put the puck in the net. That's what we need. It seems to be wherever Jesper Bratt goes. We talk. How many times have we said wherever Jesper Bratt goes, the points follow? So you need some wingers to help these centermen out. Give him some wingers. Jack Hughes is racking up the points right now. Why? Because he's been playing with Jesper Bratt. Dawson Mercer.
So Jesper Bratt.
Andreas Janssen had a phenomenal kind of like middle beginning portion of the season because they were playing with Jesper Bratt. I mean, it's just wherever this guy goes, it all falls. And what has happened since then? Janssen's gone to sleep, and Mercer's still there, and he's still hustling, and so is Janssen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not hustling or anything like that. I see them in there. I see them working. It's just, but it just hasn't been happening.
So Jesper Bratt was picked in the 6th round, 162nd overall. That's talk about a gem.
I mean,
that's a
gem. That's a gem to find, let's just say hi to everyone on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, see what everyone has to say here. Steve Tortaz is suggesting a paperback night, so that might happen sometime soon. The No Progress Zone, Ramona. I mean, trade Zach. I mean, the only thing is I'm with you, but like what value? What value? Richard Slenko. What does Fitzy have the green light for? I don't know. Oh, Rob Malicki, Scotty, he got dropped. Oh, boy. I guess I'm going to have to find that fight video, and let's hope Mikey McLeod's chin is okay, or else Beer Baron is going to be pissed. He's going to be coming after you, Mr. Dallas Stars over there. I didn't see Boyle's goal. I'll have to check that out on the highlights as well. Joey Giardino, this shite. It's been old. Yep. Who knows where to point the fingers? This sucks. Yeah. Joey says Holtz stays put. Matt Freundberger says bring Holtz up. Ramona says Azaka is just cruising through. and yes, let's go Utica. Who's over there on YouTube Live?
YouTube Live, little Fireboy says, I missed the Coyotes and the Stars trouncing of the Devils due to schoolwork. Well, you didn't miss anything. Keith Martin, breaking news. The answers are not in the locker room. It's the same old effortless crap night after night. Keep Holtz in Utica where they are actually winning. See? Okay. I agree.
Okay.
All right. Celluloid therapy. So I am betting that a huge of the problem is Fitzgerald managing the team is why Gallant hired. I can't read that. And then Paul Viken I missed the game. Was it goaltending? I think it's a little bit of both. You know,
little bit of both.
a little bit of both. I mean, Marty Brodeur may have stopped half of them, but the defense is just, it's like Swiss cheese.
Yep, still Swiss cheese defense.
Yeah.
And you can't put it all on Akira Schmid getting called up. And, Gillies hasn't, besides that blocker side on the, what was it, the Kings game? Yeah, it hasn't been half bad. So, for, third, fourth string goaltender that's coming in there playing, not Mackenzie Blackwood, not Jonathan Bernier,
Yeah.
Not what's his name, Wedgwood, who went on waivers and then went to Arizona. So Gillies is like our fourth or fifth goaltending option here, stepping in, and he's done a heck of a job, I gotta say, for what he's been given.
Just be patient, Devils fans. Just be patient. Yeah, I don't know how we get these satellite feeds from the helipad up top of the Prudential Center, but hey, you know what? Great job to the crew up there getting that footage for us. Yeah.
There's Richard Slenko saying what I was kind of talking about too. Move some picks and prospects for established players. I think it's getting to that point, kind of. We've seen a lot of people talk about Zacha coasting. I don't know. I really had high hopes for him this year. I really thought last year he hit his stride. He seemed to be firing the puck. He was shoot. That puck was going in the net. He has a wicked shot, but I don't know.
He's not. I don't know why he's slumping.
I don't get it. It's been quite some time. I know he got the other goal last game, but that's one in like 23 doesn't, that's not consistent enough for the NHL level. It's just not. You can't have your top line scoring wingers going into unless they're going to rattle off 15, 16 in a row, to make up for it, but we don't see that happening. And
Scotty,
again,
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Being serious now, when's enough's enough? This losing.
Listen,
where's that red line for you?
I really feel like there should have been a coaching change a couple weeks ago. And that's nothing against Lindy Ruff, but the system just does not seem to be working. The home run pass. No possession. Team's not using their speed. They look lost. They look unprepared. They can't put the puck in the net. They're supposed to be, offense. This team is supposed to be providing offense almost as a good defense, and they're not because they can't hang on to the puck. They can't bring it into the zone. Goaltending is bad. I don't know. I think the system is just not working. And for me personally, and again, this not trying to be be down on Lindy Ruff, but sometimes teams need a little shakeup like that. And a lot of times it is a coaching change that does things like that. Maybe there is something that someone can come in and simplify, can make easier, can explain better, can change, can adjust to something to where our team plays better. But that's my personal opinion. I've already had enough. I've had enough because, like I said, to me, the season is almost a failure if they can't even make 500. Come on. What changes have to be made? If they still cannot get to a 500 team this year, I think changes have to be made. That's my opinion.
Celluloid therapy says, I'm tired of being pissed off. I'm the same way because last year I'd be screaming, be yelling, be throwing things on the podcast.
I'm trying not to. I could, when I'm not on
I'm trying to be
camera
positive.
and a microphone in front of me. Sometimes my opinions can be a little different, but I try to think it through and I try to be rational when I talk here. I know I let my fan side get ahead of me on many a nights. That's what we do here because we are just fans. We're not professional reporters here. We are just fans, as if we were hanging out at a bar as friends talking about the team that we love, the New Jersey Hockey Devils. And sometimes we can go a little overboard, but no, we try to think things through like that. But I'm fed up. Like this just has the making of another bad, streak where they're like 2-7-1 or something like that. It's just bad hockey. And we've seen the glimpses. We know they can do it, but why can they not sustain this? I don't get it.
I don't know, Scotty. Keeps
If the
me up
team
at
can't
night.
sustain it, yeah, I mean something is wrong then. It's either the system, the coaches aren't getting through, the players aren't listening, or something's got to change somewhere, because...
Well, no, maybe Lindy's style of listening to the players, coddling them up a little bit, all
Do you need someone a little
kumbaya.
bit tougher? Do you need someone tougher in there?
I'll
Do you
tell
need
you
someone
what.
who's kicking a little butt? Maybe they do.
I think for now, and I like Ramona Rice's what she said. Maybe Naz for the rest of the season.
What are you, Michael Scott over here?
Huh?
Oh my God! You don't even get the Office reference. That's what she said. Michael Scott, Office. Oh,
I don't remember these movies.
It's a TV show. Oh, now you're gonna turn me into Jerry Seinfeld. Samuel, it's a TV show. How can you not know? But I actually, Ramona, I agree with that sentiment as well. I noticed, what was it, 2 years ago, when Coach Naz got behind the bench after Coach Hines was let go, there was an improvement on a team that we thought there was no chance to have improvement on. And then a week and a half ago, we never want to see anyone go down into COVID protocols or anyone get sick, obviously. But Coach Ruff, obviously went into protocols, and for a 3-game stretch there, it was like, whoa, the Devils are back! Reset! Remember, we had the Devils reset. It's like, yeah, here we go. That was with Coach Naz behind the bench. And then, once he went back, they seem to... Exactly. So,
Yep.
I don't know. Is Coach Naz, is he playing the same system? Is he changing something when he's, in charge in interim?
This is
basis?
what I think Naz is doing.
He's a really good public speaker. That's what I think. He's just a behind-the-scenes, really good public speaker, Like, he goes into, like, Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood kind of, moment. And you just can't say no. You're just like, I have to go out there and put the puck in the net.
I think...
I'm an oil man, Sam Wu.
I think it's part of it.
I don't know that reference either.
No, I don't know. but I think Elaine Nazardine, I think you're right. When he speaks...
Give Ramona credit.
Okay. I'll give you credit, Ramona. But when Nazardine speaks, again, he's not all over the place. He's very direct, simple to the point. And I think Nazardine may be the right coach for this team because so far he hasn't proven otherwise. Right now this is Lindy Ruff's team. I would give Nazardine the rest of the season and evaluate him if he would be the next head coach of the New Jersey Devils the following season.
You sound like
basically firing.
You sound like you're kind of asking him to the prom, like, so, I was wondering what you're doing for the rest of the season. If maybe, you'd like to, like come and like coach the team for a little while, like see how it goes, like if you're cool, if you want it, like I don't.
Well, it's more of I'm thinking out loud here.
Are you gonna pin a corsage on his suit jacket when he goes out there to coach? Oh lordy. No.
You know what?
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm done messing around. Go ahead.
I'm tired of being pissed off, and right now, again, it's like I would give it one more shot. If you're gonna fire Lindy, I would give it one more shot and have Naz coach the team. And if you don't see, and I forget about the record, I just want to see step in the right direction to end the season. And then I would give Naz a 2-year contract afterwards to be the head coach and see what he can do. Because look, next couple drafts look pretty nice. And I don't know, Scotty. I think Zaka kind of done with him. He had his moment, but what has he done for us lately? Nothing much.
You
Mikey
asked him
McLeod.
to the prom. He didn't want to go. So yeah, why giving him a second shot? Right. I'm with you, Sam Wu. No
Mikey
tuxedo
McLeod, he stays on the team. Nathan Bastian.
Oh, you like Mikey McLeod?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I already know your opinion on that one.
So stays on the team. Jesper Bratt stays on the team. Ty Smith on the block. But he's hurt, but on the block. Nico Heischer, Jack Hughes stays with the team. Right? So, and then Alexander Holtz will come to the team training camp next season. Dawson Mercer, keep him. Let's see here.
I think there is a request from Richard Slenko here and Armando Ortiz to send Lindy down to Utica and bring Kevin Deneen up onto the taxi squad and to the team.
That's not a bad idea.
Nicely done, gentlemen. Nicely done.
And then
a lot of people are. Just looking here at Facebook Live. A lot of people agree with the idea of Naz, and it does seem Deneen's name is popping up as well. And I think those really should be the two obvious choices right there. And we have seen positive things from Coach Naz before. We as fans are just desperate for improvement, So we're willing to try anything right now. But as you originally asked me before we both started rambling about 20 minutes ago, I think there should have been a change made about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah. But
that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to badmouth anyone. It just doesn't seem to be working.
But the thing is, it wouldn't fit the dialogue that Tom Fitzgerald said on the reset button. That
I know
the answers are in that room with the players.
But Coach Naz is in the room, right? Right? He is in the room, though. So maybe the room just needs to be reshuffled a little bit.
Well, Scotty. I just feel like a beaten down fan.
You're beaten down.
Yeah, I gotta download that Jack Pocket. Get my free lottery ticket. Hopefully, I win the Powerball and Mega Millions, and then I knock on Joshua Harris's door. Be like, I would like to see you. I've got a lot of money here.
I don't even think that would be enough, sir. So. Keep dreaming. But real quick before we do head out of here, we have a doozy of a schedule coming up here. So we may have, for some more sad times, we may have to do another Devils After Dark therapy session real soon, or say pretty soon. Tampa Bay, and we're starting a 3-game road trip. So this is Tampa Bay Thursday, Carolina Saturday, and then we're heading up north to Toronto for is that the first time? Yeah, it's the first time, right? On Monday. That'll be a 4:30. It's 4:30 for me. I'm sorry, 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time. A little bit later, so don't worry. Game day live before all of them. Devils After Dark afterwards. You got a Woo report every day. On Mondays, you get Hockey on Tap. On Wednesday, you get the State of the Fan address. And Sundays, you get the big old Let's Go Devils podcast. What is this?
Therapy
the
for
jazz
all.
music? Play the
Therapy
metal.
for all.
Play the metal song. Play the metal song so we can forget about it. At least we can just rock out and forget about it. Thank you to everybody for all the or play both of them at once, Sam Wu. Give us some double audio again. Thank you to everybody on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, at YouTube Live. We'll be back again to do this on Thursday against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sam Wu, do you have anything to say to close us on out?
This is Devils After Dark. Till next time, let's go Devils.